Welcome back to the Reality Guys. I'm your host, Billy Blakes, joined as always by my co-host, Brian.
It's better, buddy.
We're back to talk House of Villains. We know it's been a few weeks, but it is season 2, episode 6. This is Welcome to New York, New Jersey. Make sure you like, subscribe to your TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all your reality TV coverage. Um, Brian, this one was funny. I was saying to you a little bit, pre-recording, but this show is great because it doesn't take itself too seriously. There are just always some WTF laugh out loud moments, aka the baby birding. We can talk about that. That was crazy with the Tory spelling stuff. And also, as the episode title alludes to, a little bit of a conflict between Theresa, New Jersey, and New York, obviously New York, literally just caused because Victoria said one innocuous thing. So there's a lot to react to this episode, including the elimination, Brian, of Camilla. Where do you want to start with?
Uh, I think the eliminate. I actually thought the elimination was actually kind of cool.
Yeah,
I thought it was, and it just paid a little homage to last season as well. So it's good to see that they are respecting season one too.
in which respect?
Like the like Jax's name, like we saw a bunch of names of contestants, like kind of
Yeah,
confusing people with stickers and on the blackboards, and
yeah.
like yeah, I was it was cool. I like that they're doing that.
Yeah, it was an interesting elimination challenge, having to remove your name, whether it be stickers or written 85 times throughout a set of hallways, which I thought, like you said, I thought it was cool on theme. They kind of made this the Breakfast Club episode, right? And so I thought this it laid in perfectly with what we were doing here. Again, I really feel like, is it a stretch to say that the main character of House of Villains season 2 has been Victoria?
I mean, I think it is, and she's kind of getting on my nerves though.
She is in every episode. She has something, whether it's an argument or someone being mad at her, or she's in the elimination, or she's not. She is involved in every episode. And frankly, like you said, I don't know, but it seems that most people in the house have been worn out on her. I think,
Mm.
though, the problem is, like we've said earlier in the season, you leave this girl around for too long, she could end up to bite you in the ass. And from the preview, it looks like now she might look to turn on Wes, even though Wes is, they've kept each other safe so far this season.
Yeah, she's doing like the classic I've never been in a competition game show where she's taking everything very personally, and that kind of took me over the edge of annoyance for this episode. It's I like what Lars is doing. I think her swapping out for Larissa is such an upgrade, and it's been an upgrade.
Yeah, Lars is great because she doesn't respect any type of previous relationships, friendships,
Mhm.
whatever. She's put Teresa up. She
Yeah,
and still keeping Teresa as her friend, even though she put her up. She doesn't openly like Victoria. She's crapped on her a ton, and that's been an open battle that's going to continue, obviously. But she's using her, yeah, she's using her sexuality, right? She's like trying to get the guys on her side, and it's worked. She's charmed a bunch of people. She's in pretty good shape, and it's caused conflict. It's a good character overall. I mean, like you said, who she replaced was just kind of just a bit of
yeah.
just selling.
Larissa, I mean, definitely a villain of her of 90 Day Fiance, but she still can't really speak English. It just doesn't land. Like,
No. Do you
and I
notice?
And you know what else I kind of like is I like that Teresa like was annoyed at Larissa, but they eventually was like she's like, look, it's a game, and she didn't. That's I respect that. I'm really happy that not everyone's taking everything. As soon as Victoria got on, she's dead to me. She's dead to me. I'm like, it's a
Teresa
game show.
doesn't care that Larsa put her in. She doesn't even care. She's like, it's fine. It's a show. Like, yeah, I want to win the show and all, but the same thing with New York. Like, New York comes in there and just starts this crazy argument with her.
Yeah,
I heard you said you would put me in. She's like, well, I said if I were a supervillain, I probably would nominate. She doesn't even deny it. It's not a real big conflict, but the New
right.
York, I mean, New York's doing it for the camera. We all
Oh,
know
100%. She's
the
definitely doing it for the
the
camera.
those 300 roses. How many times he cheated on you since you've been gone? It's like day 4. Like,
Just crazy commentary from her, but it was good.
but
It was really
Teresa
good.
does a great job with it because she just like then she does like 5 minutes later she's downstairs. I love my roses.
Yeah.
They smell my roses. It's like she's honestly, to be fair, she's like, yeah, like I've been in jail. I've been like I had a lot worse crap happen to me
Mhm.
than you like trying to tease me or want me eliminated from this game show. Like that's cool.
Right.
Good for you, New York. And it's interesting. Like New York has not come up as a target really much at all this season, which has been great. I mean, we love her entertainment, but I am curious how much longer this will last.
I think Candy's really the only one that's been consistently like she should be nominated.
Yeah,
That's the only person that's really said it multiple times.
living, if you're living that house, unless you're just entertained by it and one of the people that doesn't financially really need it, then whatever, like she's entertaining. But if you're actually trying to win this game and trying to just even have a semblance of order in that house, yeah, she's not great for it. She's great for the viewer, and that's why we were upset she went home so early last
Mhm.
season. But
Mhm.
uh, I do also feel like there is an element of her knowing that she needs to do those things or else she's not going to get featured. So she needs to have random freakouts that
Right.
are not gameplay
Mhm.
positive.
Mhm.
None of the things she does helps her game.
No, and you just wonder if maybe like she said the psychic thing, but about going home in 3 days. I wonder if like they know they need to keep her on there. Like production is like, all right, she has to stay till at least this point in the show.
Yeah, well, we're on episode 6 here. I mean, another couple episodes in New York, I definitely need, but it's just she hasn't been as much of the central character as I thought she would be being back, right? Like I said, I cannot believe that. I really think like it's like been Victoria, it's been Teresa,
I
maybe a
think they
little
did,
bit of Larsa since she's been on the show. You know what I
I
mean?
just think they did a good job with casting. I think
Yeah.
everybody they brought in like is Victoria's annoying me, but I think she's good for the show. Um, I think Safari's been good. Wes, I'm happy we're not seeing a ton of Wes because his like cocky attitude in the confessionals is starting to get old. I would actually love to see him get blindsided just to see how he'd react, especially if
Oh, he'll
like
get so mad. He's gonna get
yeah
he'll either get so mad or he does that smug crap he pulls where he's like, "Well, I'm an entrepreneur. It's not like I
yeah.
need this.
Mhm.
You know how many businesses I help start." It's like, dude, no one
And,
cares.
and dude, the Big Brother guys also get has grown on me. Like he's just wearing like
But
a
Jesse just
Jesse Speedo to the thing, and he's just
that's his
flexing the
those were
entire time.
wrestling trunks from when he was
Yeah,
in TNA. Yeah,
yeah. I thought that was really funny. I just and I think I've been really enjoying Candy. I think Candy's really great and funny and has good moments. And that's why I think
great
maybe
cast.
we're not seeing New York because like a lot of these people are, I think, elevating they did I don't think they expected these people to be so good. And I just think they're carrying it. They didn't need to like throw New York in there. Even if New York is there, I think it still would be a really good season.
Yeah, they're just assholes to each
Yeah.
other. It's great. And I really appreciate it. In fact, is that
Mhm.
they just don't take themselves very seriously. Again, I mean, they literally had Candy chew an apple and spit it into Tori Spelling's mouth this episode.
Did she do that in a movie or something? Why did they?
And maybe it's like a 90210 reference or something or some like teacher movie reference. Let us know in the comments. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna, but
they
like
definitely did it for a reason because
it was gross though. But I was
it was
laughing. I
funny.
gotta tell you,
It's funny.
I was like, what is like I was giggling as though like what is happening right now? This is
Yeah.
like this like that's going on TikTok. Like for sure. That's
Mhm.
going on TikTok and Teresa and New York fighting. Because literally the argument, they're just standing there and New York just goes, go fuck. It's just
Yeah.
how it just starts. Just like literally Teresa's like doing her laundry. Like
Mhm. She like stood, I imagine that how it went is she stood on the other side of the door frame that you couldn't see her, and she just was like got into character, and I was
and
like,
scene.
yeah, right.
It's literally what it felt like.
Mhm.
Um, I've been enjoying this show. I just don't like the time slot. The time
Yeah,
slots.
10 on a Thursday is rough. It's really rough.
Don't think about people even like reviewers like ourselves. Just think of people in their like regular week, like Thursday night. You still got one more day of work, right? And that extra hour, like even if it was a 9 o'clock show, it would make a world of difference, frankly.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just being
football or bust for
irritated.
me, man. That's really what really deters
Yeah,
me
and
from it.
that's something I don't understand why they didn't take that into account. Like that's the only time of the year that you don't run on a Thursday night is when football season's on, right?
I know.
Like
It's
not
still,
that I want something else on a Wednesday, but like I guess they're really not worried about it. I think they just know
yeah,
their views are probably going to be what their views are regardless.
yeah. I think they bank on the DVR aspect.
Well, that's the peak. That's why it's on like 4 different channels too.
Yeah,
So I mean,
yeah.
yeah. Overall though, I thought a good week, Bry.
Yeah, I think it's been good. I've enjoyed it. I know we haven't been here every week, but it really the only main reason is like Bill just
Wednesdays.
said. It's on Thursday. Friday comes, something comes up. It's just like we
And
try to have real lives too.
And if you guys don't know, you don't follow some of our other videos, we have had a really rough Wednesday docket
Right.
this fall. We had at most times had 3 shows airing at the same time.
Mhm.
And so, unfortunately, even just from a content standpoint, can't drop like 4 videos the same day. I mean, we could, but that being said, it's just a little bit burnout. So, um, we'll be back. We said we'll try to get these ones timely. We'll do our best to get them on Fridays when we can. Again, like Brian said, Fridays and Saturdays are tough too. So,
Yeah.
at least we're doing them, Brian.
Mhm. Mhm.
If you like House of Villains, you like other reality competition shows, go check out all of our playlists. We got everything from Survivor to and any Netflix kind of competition show. We've done things like The Mole. We've done things like the Trust. We've done all of the dating shows. Like I said, you can check us out. We have a lot of stuff on there. It's a lot of fun. But until next time, for myself and Brian, thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.